Do you have a view on the eternal functional subordination debate? It seems like an area dominated by New Testament scholars, but I would think the eternal part would have to draw on the revelation of the Godhead prior to the incarnation. So I wonder what you think in light of your work on the two powers idea.
Well, this one's a little hard for me to care about. So I think Travis's suspicion, I read a little bit into this. Do I have a view on it? Both sides of this are not going to deny the eternality in terms of ontology of the persons of the Trinity. So I don't really care if the subordination of the Son and Spirit are eternal or temporary. Again, the subordination, because I don't think a subordinate relationship detracts from the essence or the ontology of the Spirit or the Son. And frankly, I don't really consider any arguments to that effect to be at all persuasive. Subordination is really about role relationships between the persons of the Trinity. It's not about essence or ontology. Now, I'll try to use an analogy here, and all analogies are imperfect because we're talking about deity and a Godhead, so bear with me here. But if you had three human clones created from scratch, as it were, they could have a hierarchical relationship between them, but they'd all be fully human and they'd all have the same DNA. In other words, the roles that each one took wouldn't make one of them ontologically inferior to any of the other ones. And this is how I view the whole thing with the Trinity. I think there's a theological problem if you have a difference of ontology. Ontology, again, is what a thing is, okay? If you had a difference of ontology between the persons, if you were talking like that, well, I have a problem with that because you can't really have degrees of deity. The persons are either the same in essence or they're not. But that's ontology. Again, subordination is really about how they relate to each other. So again, I don't really compare if their relationship to each other is something that grows out of eternity or it was temporary. I can't really say it any way. I don't really care too much about the debate. Ultimately, I don't think it's something we can know for sure. We're only going to find out about that later with any precision. So I don't really spend a whole lot of time kind of skinning that cat, to be honest with you.